I'll let you have it a few days before, so that you can show it to your hairdresser. It would be rather sweet to have your hair swept up and through the coronet." Selina had an obsession about her ears, which she considered large and ugly, but she said weakly, "Yes," and reached for her skirt. "And you'll see about the shoes, Miss Bruce?" "Yes, I'll buy some white ones. Thank you so much, Miss Stebbings." "Not at all." Miss Stebbings held out the jacket of Selina's suit and helped her into it. She noticed that Selina was wearing her grandmother's pearls, 2 rows fastened with a sapphire and diamond clasp. She noticed, too, the engagement ring, a huge star sapphire set alternately in pearls and diamonds. She longed to remark on it, but didn't want to be thought inquisitive or vulgar. Instead, in a ladylike silence, she watched Selina pick up her gloves and held aside the brocade curtain of the fitting room and saw her out. "Goodbye, Miss Bruce. It really has been a pleasure." "Thank you. Goodbye, Miss Stebbings." She went downstairs in the lift, walked through various departments, and finally out of the revolving doors and into the street. After the overheated interior of the store, the March day felt nippy. Above, the sky was blue, patterned with racing white clouds, and as Selina moved to the edge of the pavement to call a taxi, the wind caught at her, blew her hair all over her face, her skirt up, dust into her eye. "Where to?" said the driver, a young man in a sporty checked cap. He looked as though he might race greyhounds in his spare time. "The Bradley, please." "Righty-ho." The taxi smelt of scented disinfectant, with an undertone of stale cigars. Selina got the bit of dust out of her eye, and then rolled down the window. There were daffodils blowing in the park, and a girl on a brown horse, and all the trees were misted with green, the leaves as yet untouched by soot or the dirt of the city. It was not a day for London. It was a day to be in the country, to climb a hill, run down to the sea. The streets and the pavements were crowded with lunch-hour traffic, businessmen and shopping ladies and typists and beatniks and Indians and lovers, hands entwined, laughing at the wind. A woman sold violets from a barrow by the pavement, and even the old derelict who paced the gutter between a pair of sandwich boards wore a daffodil, perkily in the lapel of his sagging overcoat. The taxi turned into Bradley Street and stopped in front of the hotel. The doorman came to open the door and let Selina out. He knew her because he had known her grandmother, old Mrs. Bruce. Selina had been coming to the Bradley for lunch with her grandmother since she was quite a little girl. Now Mrs. Bruce was dead and Selina arrived on her own, but the doorman still knew her and called her by her name. "Morning, Miss Bruce." "Good morning." She opened her bag to find some change. "It's a lovely day." "Frightfully windy." She paid the driver and thanked him and turned towards the door. "Has Mr. Ackland come yet?" "Yes, about 5 minutes ago." "Oh, bother, I'm late." "Doesn't do any harm to keep them waiting." He spun the door for her, and Selina was injected into the warm, expensive interior of the hotel. There was the smell of fresh cigars, of warm, delicious food, of flowers and scent. Elegant little parties of people sat about in groups, and Selina felt wind-blown and untidy. She was about to sidle in the direction of the ladies' room when the man who sat by himself near the bar saw her, stood up, and came over towards her. He was tall and good-looking, in his mid-30s, dressed in the businessman's uniform of dark grey suit, lightly striped shirt, inoffensive regimental tie. His face was unlined, well-featured, his ears flat against his head, his brown hair thick and smooth, coming down at the back to meet the shining edge of his collar. Across his well-cut waistcoat hung a gold watch chain, and his cufflinks and his watch were also gold. He looked what he was, well-to-do, well-groomed, well-bred, and slightly pompous. He said, "Selina." Her flight to the ladies abruptly halted. Selina turned and saw him. "Oh, Rodney." She hesitated. He kissed her and said, "You're late." "I know, I'm sorry.